Scratch and shun shun Hi guys, and welcome to a new episode on this channel, and today we will be talking about these sensing blocks. So let's talk about it. Now we are pretty much into this sensing block world as a bit of a lengthy one. Today we'll also be on the 10-minute round, and let's just get started. Remember in my last episode when I dragged this in, I introduced the sensing blocks a bit. I just used the first one, and I told you that this block will only fit inside this. It won't fit inside this. Other blocks will not fit inside those hexagon shaped blocks too, holes too. That's the rule of Scratch. Even though there's pretty much a glitch that actually counteracts that, I'm pretty much going to need to write a report on. I'm going to need to write a report on them. You know what? Go to 0, 0. And today we'll be introducing these blocks. The what did I say? CYAN blocks. Let's get going. Now, touching mouse pointer. I introduced this one in the last episode. It says if this sprite touches this mouse pointer, they will do something. But if you choose this one, if it touches the edge, then it will make sure that it is happening. You can also put other things that the shapes that look like this, even if it has an arrow or something already inside, you can always put something else in it. But if you remove it, it'll just come back. And that's the touching mouse pointer or edge block. Now let's see, touching this color, this. Now what is this? This is a place where you can literally just choose what color you're doing. Now if you want to make a specific color, this sprite touches a specific color, like that you have no idea what the numbers are to, then you will have to use this tool, the eyedrop tool, that will select for you for like white, and give you the stats. It goes pixel by pixel. Or black, or the type of black too. Orange, and the type of orange. Gray, the type of gray also. And pretty much everything else. Even the whiskers. Type of thing, and that's what it pretty much does. Let's just turn it back to this. And when this, and also this, when a color, let's choose this orange color, is touching another color, let's choose the white, then this should happen. And this doesn't really make much sense. Let's just turn to black. When the black is touching this color, then something will happen. And that's what this block is. Now the distance to mouse pointer. If you input that into something like this block, then it will make sure that you move. It will make sure you input the distance from the sprite to the mouse pointer, and then it will, and then it will put that as the number that you just put in, or the input that you just put in. In this case, if I put in this one, distance to the mouse pointer, and let's click flag. Look at this. It'll happen. The distance from it will just, when the cat tried to go to the distance in the positive direction of where me and my mouse pointer was. And that's a pretty good rule, to be honest. It's a really good piece of block code. This also gives us the ask question. Ask what's your name and wait. where in this case, if you do a speech bubble, you can type in the answer and then it will just end the code. Sean. And just end the code. And also, there's an answer. It'll also give you the answer. Let's put it in Anna answer. And it'll just put that as the new answer. Also, I would just love to stick with Sean. Now, the other ones. These I'll have to look at them together. Key press down, mouse X, mouse Y. Now the key, or this is like the other button here, where the other event button, remember this button, where space or the other key, this is basically the same button, except when if this button was pressed, then this will happen, and this and this and this, and then also since then another code as it is. You can envelop this into that. Except whenever you really want to use it, I pretty much recommend using this button more than this. That's out. Mouse down. Now mouse down is pretty much always false. Always. I just haven't really figured out what this one does. And mouse down is when if your mouse is down, which I have pretty much no intention that it is. Which I have no idea. Come on, mouse down, mouse down. If the mouse is down, then this should happen. The mouse X and mouse Y. You can input this as your coordinates. Now look at this. This could happen. You can also use this to glide to where you are. Now watch this. Oh yeah, forever. Got a forever loop. You can pretty much drag it around the screen like this. There is going to be a simpler way to do this, as I'll eventually tell everyone, but right now that is one of the most simplest way of making the sprite follow your mouse. Back to the sensing. Set the drag mode as the draggable or not draggable, where basically if it's not draggable, then you pretty much can drag it. Pretty much drag it. But if you set it to undraggable, wait a second, click forever, set drag mode to not draggable. You can pretty much drag it. I have no idea what's happened. I have no idea what happened, but I guess you guys will eventually figure it out. The loudness and the timers. Now the timer is the amount of time you have been here since you started Scratch, and you can always reset the timer with this block. Now here it is, the backdrop hashtag of a stage. Now here, the backdrop number of the stage or the backdrop is basically what it is. Where if this happens, like the backdrop number of the stage is this, then this will happen. The backdrop name or the backdrop volume or my variable of stage has happened, then that will happen. I'll eventually, yeah. This is the current year. I have no idea why. I have no idea why these three blocks are here. Since 2000 is like this long. I have no idea why. But these are just some input variables you can use. The current month, the current date, no, the current second, the current hour, the current date, and so on and so on and so on, all the way to the year. Is just pretty much useful for just finding out what year you are. And these since the year 2000, which is pretty much when Scratch was invented, is this. The loudness is how loud the Scratch program can be. Using, I'm not even sure how you even create one on this. And that is today's vague lesson on sensing. You guys can explore more on this topic on your own, and that's actually the best way to learn, by using the sensing and exploring. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys did enjoy this episode, please like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the operator's lesson. See you then. From now on out, peace.